Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the Unitarian Universalist Church of Las Cruces. We welcome those of you who are in our sanctuary this morning or joining us online. It's a joy to be together in worship. I'm Sakonarak, an inquisitive, older, somewhat squat, kindly, half-Thai, musically inclined, heterosexual man. Visually, I am, as usual, purposely but respectfully, wearing a comfortable casual shirt and pants. A warm welcome to all our guests, whether this is your first visit or your 100th, you are part of this beloved community. Whoever you are, whomever you love, wherever you're from, whatever your life circumstance, gender identity, sexual orientation, disability, documentation status, or spiritual path, you're welcome here. You belong here. Your story matters, and your presence is a gift. New visitors, if you're new or still finding your way, we'd love to connect. Online friends, say hello to Mike in the chat. If you're here in person, feel free to raise your hand so we can bring the mic to you. We'd love to know your name and from where you were joining us. Yay! Morning.
Good morning. Good morning. My name is Corinne, and I'm from Las Cruces, and I'm here with my daughter, Gabrielle.
Hey, good morning. My name is Matt. I'm visiting Las Cruces from Silver Spring, Maryland.
Looking around. Oh, I missed one. Good morning.
I'm Earl.
I'm Barb.
We just moved to Las Cruces about 3 weeks ago from Green Valley, Arizona, down below Tucson.
Anybody online? Okay. We are very pleased that you have joined us today. Please fill out a visitor card either from the lobby or on the back of the seat in front of you. And give it to a greeter or send us your email so we can invite you to other services and activities at the church. If you chose not to introduce yourself, but you're curious about our congregation, don't worry. Just fill out a visitor's card and to receive those same invitations. For answers to any other questions, you can join us in the lobby by the pamphlet rack right after the service. If you're interested in becoming a member, please reach out to Reverend Ali K.C. Bell at minister@uuclc.org. As we enter this time of worship, lean into the joy, music, and movement of this multi-generational space. Now, in the spirit of love and connection, let's take a moment to turn to your neighbor and share a warm greeting.
Again, welcome, welcome, friends. I haven't said hi yet. No, good morning, everyone. I am Eric Ramirez. I serve as your music director here at the church. This morning, Isabel is taking a well-deserved break, and today we have Rich Richin serving as piano. I am a 5'9" brown Puerto Rican gay man. Yes, that's the correct order. I have graying black hair, shaved on the sides, and no, Revali and I do not look exactly alike. I think I'm cuter. Just kidding, Revali, just kidding. My pronouns are he and him, or you can call me Eric. A fun fact, as a little kid, one of my nicknames was Smurf. Not because I was blue, but because I was small. Today I smell of sandalwood and kumquat. Raise your hand if you know what a kumquat is. Yay! As we start our service today, would you please rise in body or spirit with me as we sing number 1031, Filled with Loving Kindness.
Before we begin this chalice lighting, I invite you to take a breath, if that's comfortable for you. Let it be deep enough to touch whatever feels tender inside you. Let it be gentle enough for whatever you may be carrying within you. There's nothing you need to fix in this moment. Soften if you can, and let your heart open a little. I'll speak this brief prayer 3 times, pausing between each one. May these words meet you where you are and offer you what you need. The title of this chalice lighting or blessing is by Rumi Saha. A blessing for the one I cannot forgive. May you find peace even though I cannot be its source. May the wound that impelled you to hurt fill in over time. May I release the weight of holding you in judgment because I am worthy of rest. I am worthy of being at peace. I am worthy of feeling free. No, I got it. May I find peace in letting go, even if forgiveness never comes. A second time. May you find peace, even though I cannot be its source. May the wound that impelled you to hurt fill in over time. May I release the weight of holding you in judgment because I'm worthy of rest. I'm worthy of being at peace. I'm worthy of feeling free. May I find peace in letting go, even if forgiveness never comes. I'm going to read it one more time. May you find peace, even though I cannot be its source. May the wound that impelled you to hurt fill in over time. May I release the weight of holding you in judgment because I'm worthy of rest. I'm worthy of being at peace. I'm worthy of feeling free. May I find peace in letting go, even if forgiveness never comes.
Good morning. My name is Sam. You'll notice I didn't use my last name because you can hurt yourself trying to pronounce that. And I'm not even sure how it's supposed to be pronounced, so it doesn't really matter. But I will say it's Ukrainian. And like a list of ingredients on food, I'll list my ethnicity in order of the amount. So Ukrainian is first. Then I am Hispanic from Spain, French, and Seneca Indian for some reason. Their stories. Their stories. Anyway, I'm a member of the Board of Trustees, as you can see from this fancy little flag. Physically, I'm 6'4", 240 pounds. I'm a cisgender, heterosexual dude. I guess I'm kind of blocky. I was always invited to be on the football team, and I don't know anything about sports, so that wasn't going to happen. What would you describe? Slightly darker than a normal white person, regular white person. My hair is poofy and white because I'm trying to conceal my thinning hair. And I fall, I'm being honest. They say honesty is the best policy. I'm not aging gracefully, folks. Sorry. Sorry. It's not happening. Anyway, and a lot of people are intimidated by me. My wife told me the other day that the only reason I don't get beat up when I tell jokes is because I'm physically intimidating. My face falls into a frown naturally, but I'm not sad. So please overcome that and say hi. Anyway, these are the opening words for today. Spirit of life, source of our being and center of our community. We gather today from many different paths. We arrive from our homes and from our travels, and from our struggles and our joys, each of us carries a unique story within our hearts. Let this be a moment to release the burdens of the week. to set down the weight of what has been and to make space for grace, new wisdom, and love. We acknowledge the hurt we may have caused and the hurts we may have received. And in this sacred place, we have gathered together to seek the courage to offer and receive forgiveness. May our time together be a source of renewal and inspiration. Let us be open to the wisdom of our shared tradition, the insights of one another, and the quiet guidance that resides within each of us. As we prepare to listen and to sing and to share, may we find the courage to live our values in this world. Let us be ready to embrace the complexity of our lives, to extend compassion to others, and to seek justice for all. May we be gentle to ourselves and speak kindly with one another as we continue our journey. May the spirit of love and wonder that connects us to all creation guide our hearts as we spend this time together this morning.
Please rise in body or spirit and join me in saying our church's affirmation of covenant and in singing the doxology in English and Spanish. The words are on the screen. Love is the doctrine of this church. The quest for truth is our sacrament, and service is our prayer. To dwell together in peace, to seek knowledge and freedom, to serve others in community, to the end that all souls shall grow into harmony with creation. Thus do we covenant with one another.
Good morning, church. Good morning, Hi, Jillian. I am Kelly Ingram, and I am your DRE today. My pronouns are she, her, and as I've mentioned, I will answer to Granny. If you call Granny, I'm going to turn around and see what you need. I am 5'3", mixed race. Today, I have my black and silver. I like to say silver, not gray, but I think it's shinier. I have my black and silver hair pulled into a braid. I've got on my black and silver glasses. I've got on gold and black earrings. Are you catching a theme here? I am wearing my black shirt and my red skirt with flowers. I believe it's flowers, that I purchased at the church yard sale 2 years ago. So I keep waiting for somebody to identify my skirt. I am a little shaky this morning. I had too much albuterol. So if you ever see me take a giant breath before I read my story, it's because I'm trying to catch my breath. So here we go. This morning, I will be reading the story, What If Nobody Forgave? Somewhere in a land far away, a wise old man who knew a great deal about people because he traveled from place to place, arrived at a strange village. In this particular village, all the people were carrying what seemed to be great bundles on their backs. They couldn't look around very well. Half of them were extremely hunched over, and they never looked up because of the heavy burdens they carried. Puzzled, the wise old man finally stopped a young woman. "My dear lady," he said, "I am a stranger to your land, and I am fascinated by these large bundles you all carry but never seem to put down. What is their purpose?" "Oh, these," answered the young woman matter-of-factly, "these are our grudges." "My," said the wise old man, "that's a lot of grudges to collect at your age." "Oh, they're not all mine," she said. "Most of them were passed down in my family." The young lady heaved a weary sigh. "See that man over there? I have quite a load of grudges against him and his family. His great-great-grandfather called my great-great-grandfather a thief when they both wanted to be elected mayor. And that girl over there with dark hair, well, her aunt accused her sister of stealing her casserole recipe. And the older man right there, his parents borrowed their neighbor's goats to help them plow their fields, and they never gave the goats back. And finally, those twins you see over there, their flower garden grew bare when the local shop owner, jealous of their beautiful flowers, refused to sell them any more seeds. The wise man looked around, shook his head sadly. "You all look so unhappy. Is there no way to get rid of these burdens?" "We've forgotten how," said the young woman, shifting her load a little. "You see, at first we were proud of our grudges. Tourists came from miles around to see us. But after a few years, Grudgeville became a very dreary place. Nobody came anymore. Everyone became sullen and weighed down, making it hard to move and move on. And then we forgot how to stop holding our grudges altogether. If you really want to get rid of those grudges," said the wise old stranger, "I think I know 5 words that will do the trick." "You do?" asked the lady hopefully. "That would be a miracle. I'll go have the mayor call all the townspeople of Grudgeville together." And she set off as fast as her grudges would let her. The mayor lost no time calling people to the village square. The mayor and the wise old man stood on the platform where they could see all the hunched over villagers. When the people had quieted down, the mayor said, "People of Grudgeville, a wonderful thing has happened. A very wise stranger has come to our town. He says he can tell us the magic words that will get rid of our grudges that we have carried for generations. How many of you would like to be able to straighten up? Have your grudges disappear? Look at the world in a whole new way. Yes? Yes? All right. Listen to the words of our wise visitor. My friends," the wise old stranger started. "These are simple words, yet some of you may find them hard to say. I think you have the courage to speak them. The trick is that you must say them and truly mean them. The first 2 words are, I'm sorry. Can you say them? Can you? The other 3 are, I forgive you. Can you say that? Now go on. Say these words to each other." There was a long pause. a low grumble. First one person, and then another said the magic words. Soon they were all saying them, quietly at first, and then louder and louder. And would you believe it? Just like the wise man predicted, the grudges disappeared. There was joy in the town again. People were heard saying, "Look at how those trees have grown. Hey, is that you, Sam? How are you? Dear Jennifer, how are your children?" Then there was dancing in the streets, casseroles being shared, goat cheese being passed around, and flowers in people's hair. It wasn't long before the mayor changed the name of that town from Grudgeville to Joyville. Thank you.
As we enter this quiet moment together, I invite you to pause and take a steady, gentle breath in and out. Let your breath anchor you here and now in this circle of care. This is a time to honor the fullness of life, the joys that lift our hearts, the sorrows that weigh heavily, the questions we carry quietly inside. Whatever you bring this morning, know this: you are not alone. You are held here. In the wider world, we hold those who journey through grief and uncertainty, federal workers facing job loss and instability, immigrants seeking safety, trans and binary beloveds, women and people of color, those living with illness or disability, and those confronting injustice. We hold up all who live under the shadow of war and violence. May peace, however fragile, find a way. We honor their courage. We carry them in love. In our congregational community, we invite you to share what is on your heart, understanding that this is time set aside for us to share our joys, sorrows, and milestones, not our announcements or political ideology. Are there joys, sorrows, or milestones among us this morning? You are invited to raise your hand while I bring the mic to you, or come forward and speak your words aloud, placing a stone in the water as you do. Or, if you prefer, you may take a stone in silence, and as you release it into the water, let it carry the joy, sorrow, or milestone you hold today. May the ripples remind us what we carry is never ours alone. You're now welcome to come forward or have the microphone brought to you. Just raise your hand if you want me to. Go ahead.
Hello, everyone. I have a joy and milestone that are bunched together. So today is my birthday, 31st. I wanted to say, Rich, hit it. No, but I'm just like kidding. So anyway, 1957, that was a year I born. So back then, it's a long time. It's a journey for me to get to here. It's a long, long ways. So I remember Sputnik was the one that started in 1957, satellite in space. So it's a mark of that. And then obviously black and white. Everything was black and white, TV and pictures and things like that. Anyway, I have lots of story to share. Not enough time to share it. But anyway, with that, I pass. Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
Hi, I have a joy and a puzzlement at the same time. A man who has become a very good friend of mine, Fru Henardens Manikan. I'm trying to pronounce his name because you can't pronounce your own last name, so I did my best. Yeah, okay. And I knew Fru when he first arrived at the border from Cameroon and asked for asylum. That was probably 2016, I'm not sure quite when it was. So he and I have been in contact ever since then. And this Friday, he sent me some photos and some videos that were taken at his swearing-in ceremony. He is now a citizen of the United States. And the puzzlement behind this is that in one of the videos he sent me, I couldn't see it very well, but I could see in the background that there was everybody who had just sworn in was watching a video with President Trump speaking to everyone. So I looked up afterwards, what is this video? And I think you'll be interested in knowing how President Trump has welcomed immigrants. It includes words like, no matter where you come from, you now share our heritage, self-government, impartial rule of law, free speech, free exercise of religion. Your freedoms are now yours to protect. So, we'll see.
I'm Jenny Herrick, and I have a joy to share. The joy is there's an article in the Sun News, a very important article, and I'm so grateful that they published it. And so I am very joyful.
Okay.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Danny Hawkins. I have a joy, a sorrow, and a joy to share. So my joy is I'm monitoring the Evite for our anniversary party. We have 88 RSVPs to attend. My sorrow is those of you who haven't responded yet, so I really want you to come to the party. And then our little family have made an offer on a cabin in Cloudcroft, which was accepted. So we're going to have a home in Cloudcroft in October. So we're super excited about that. Thank you, everybody.
Hey. Good morning, everybody. My name is Cindy Curry, and I've been a member for this church for about a little over a year. And I have a paper that I have to read because there's no way I could remember everything. So here goes. Thank you, your church. You really rescued Paul and I. This was talking about the move that my husband and I just made. I want to thank Mark, and Mark, let me try your name, Sukontrak. All right. Michael Pritchard, Rich Richens, Bill and Katie Fitzgerald. I thank you so very much for helping me pack and move. Bill and Katie, thank you for giving me furniture from Jeanette Martinique. What an honor for Paul and I to receive and use Janet's furniture. We received coffee table, pots and pans, dishes, and lots of kitchen utensils. Every time I use them, I will think of Janet. I also want to thank Sarah Thomas and Rabbit Laurie, right here beside me, for helping me move. And yesterday, or maybe it was the day before, I can't remember, they brought me even more furniture. So I get to such great options that I have now. I've never seen two women work as hard as these two work. And that is the truth. Thank you all for going above and beyond. Thank you so very much for the love and support. You are all such amazing friends. You all went above and beyond, and I thank you. So I just wanted to say that while I was unpacking some of Janet's belongings, I found her nail polish, and I'm wearing it today. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Anybody online? No. Anybody else? Always forget people in the choir, so I look up there. As we close, I offer this final stone for all the unspoken prayers that live in our hearts, joys and sorrows, griefs, milestones, and gratitudes held tenderly in this community. As we gather in this sacred space, we are invited to invest in our church's mission and shared life. The offering we take today and every Sunday is more than financial support. It's a reflection of our commitment to this community and the values we strive to live out: love, justice, welcome, and care. Our church depends on each of us. Your generosity sustains our worship, programs, partnerships, and our ability to grow in faith and service. Whether you make a one-time gift, support today's Change for Change partner, or fulfill your annual pledge, every contribution helps strengthen our community and extend our reach. This quarter's Change for Change partner is KTAL LP Community Radio, whose work since 2017 has brought diverse music, culture, education, and local issues to the airwaves. Learn more at lccommunityradio.org. Through this partnership, we carry our values beyond these walls. You can give online by mail or by placing your gift in the basket. Every gift matters, and every gift makes a difference. The offering will now be given and gratefully received.
It's the hardest thing to give away and the last thing on your mind today. It always goes to those that don't deserve. It's the opposite of how you feel when the pain they caused is just too real. It takes everything you have just to say the word forgiveness. Forgiveness. It flies in the face of all your pride. It moves away the mad inside. It's always anger's own worst enemy. Even when the jury and the judge say you got a right to hold a grudge, it's the whisper in your ear saying, set it free. Forgiveness. 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 Show me how to love the unlovable. Show me how to reach the unreachable. Help me now to do the impossible. Forgiveness. Forgiveness. help me now to do the impossible. Forgiveness. It'll clear the bitterness away. It can even set a prisoner free. There is no end to what its power can do. So let it go and be amazed by what you see through eyes of grace. The prisoner that it really frees is you. Forgiveness. 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 Show me how to love the unlovable. Show me how to reach the unreachable. Help me now to do the impossible. Forgiveness. I want to finally set it free. Show me how to see what your mercy be. Help me now to give what you gave to me. Forgiveness. 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 Forgiveness.
How do you follow something like that? The following is a true-to-life actual account that was experienced by the author James Kimmel Jr. Growing up on a farm in central Pennsylvania, I always felt like an outsider. My family didn't make a living from the land. My dad was an insurance agent. The local farm kids, the ones that I wanted to desperately befriend, saw me as a fake, city boy. And I became the target of years of verbal and physical abuse and bullying. One night, a gunshot woke us up. I saw a truck belonging to one of my tormentors speed away into the inky black night of the country. The next morning, I found my beloved beagle, Paula, stripped of life by that bullet. The state police weren't interested. It was just a dog after all. My dad, afraid of losing business, didn't do anything either. A few weeks later, home alone, I saw the same pickup truck outside. There was a flash and an explosion so great that it rattled the windows of my home. They had blown up our mailbox, and something in me just snapped. I grabbed my dad's revolver from his nightstand. I jumped in my mom's car, and I chased them down. I cornered their pickup truck against a barn, lights blinding them. They were unarmed and confused, squinting into the bright headlights. I knew in that moment that these violent bullies had never been stood up to. This was my moment for revenge. I had put up with years of physical and emotional abuse, and now they'd killed my dog. Got out of the car, gun in hand, ready to fire. My heart pounded in my chest, the gun heavy in my hand, and I was filled with a surging, powerful urge to end these guys. But in that instant, a flash of insight stopped me. For an instant, I imagined my future self a murderer. And I knew I didn't want to pay that price, nor did my family deserve all the turmoil that my actions would have foisted upon them. I got back in the car, I put the gun down, and I drove home. I came within seconds of committing a mass shooting, all because I wanted revenge on those who saw me as an inauthentic outsider. The feeling of wanting revenge was powerful, overwhelming, and surged through every cell in my body. I noticed that the feeling was similar to the high that I've heard described by heroin and meth users. By not shooting them, I had, in a way, forgiven them. It wasn't easy, but it also felt good. This realization became my life's mission to understand revenge and forgiveness. As Unitarian Universalists, we are called to a free and responsible search for truth and meaning. This search often leads us to explore the depths of human experience, to grapple with our complexities, and to seek wisdom from diverse sources, from ancient scriptures to modern science. Today I want to invite you to join me in an exploration of a deeply human, often unsettling, yet profoundly impactful emotion, revenge. Plus, some of its more mild variations, including estrangement, holding a grudge, refusing to move on, avoidance, and even the dreaded silent treatment. We've all felt it, haven't we? I know I have. The burning desire for retribution when we've been wronged, that urge to see justice served, or perhaps to inflict a measure of pain we've received. It's an impulse as old as humanity itself, and it's woven into our myths, our literature, and any action movie, in particular in America, which has developed an addiction to revenge, often disguised as a form of justice. But what if this ancient impulse, this seemingly natural desire for getting even, is something far more insidious, something that actively harms us and perpetuates a cycle of suffering? What if, as recent science inquiry suggests, revenge is not merely an emotion, but a powerful, destructive addiction? This provocative and deeply insightful argument put forth by our formerly bullied author, James Kimmel, Jr., went on to, led him to become a lecturer in psychiatry at the Yale School of Medicine. His groundbreaking book, The Science of Revenge, Understanding the World's Deadliest Addiction and How to Overcome It, was the result of that work. He invites us to look at revenge not through a moral or purely spiritual or philosophical lens, but instead as a historical analysis offering us a profound new understanding of human behavior, cruelty, and a path toward healing. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm happy to announce that the science is in on this. Revenge is a behavioral addiction no different than addictions to alcohol, gambling, nicotine, opioids, methamphetamine, or in my case, chocolate cake. This is not just a metaphor, it's rooted in how our brains are wired. When this was done with scientific instruments. When we experience grievance, it is perceived as, which we may perceive as injustice, betrayal, or humiliation. Our brain's pain network is activated with the same wiring when we register physical pain. Think of it as a wound, not just of our ego and our heart, but the very neural pathways through which we see the world and we feel the world. The pain, whether emotional, psychological, is real and uncomfortable. And what does our brain do in its infinite wisdom and evolutionary programming to do when it feels pain? We want relief. We seek pleasure. And chillingly, seeking revenge or even fantasizing about revenge triggers the very same pleasure and reward circuitry in our brains as is activated by things like drugs and gambling, and in my case, chocolate cake. When you plot your retribution, when you imagine the wrongdoer suffering, your brain releases dopamine, the neurotransmitter associated with reward and pleasure. your brain on revenge looks exactly like your brain on drugs. This isn't to say that the internal feeling of anger or the desire for justice is wrong. It's not wrong. It's a natural human response to harm. But when we see injustice, and righteous anger in us can be a powerful catalyst for change. But there exists a critical distinction between a healthy pursuit of justice and a compulsive, self-destructive craving for retribution. And we, as UUs, stick to the healthy pursuits of justice, of course. From ancient blood feuds to modern-day mass shootings, from personal vendettas to national conflicts, the pattern is eerily consistent. We often cloak revenge in the noble guise of justice. But if justice is truly about restoration, healing, and preventing future harm, then revenge, with its addictive cycle, often achieves just exactly the opposite of those things. It perpetuates pain, creates new victims who then look for their own retribution, and it creates a spiral of endless violence and misery. How often do we see this play out in our public discourse, in political rhetoric, or even in our legal system? The desire to punish, to make somebody pay, can become so overwhelming that it excludes the possibility of true healing, reconciliation, or even systemic change. Systemic change, yeah. Sorry. Just a second. We become addicted to the short-term dopamine hit of a perceived victory, even if it leads to long-term societal harm and even personal suffering. You may have noticed that convincing people they've been wronged, or that other groups get something for free that they've paid for, even if the narrative is completely false, triggers a desire to punish the alleged cheaters. Politicians are correct that this strategy can help them win elections. So if revenge is this powerful, insidious, and it's an addiction, what hope is there for us? This is where Kimmel's work, and indeed our Unitarian Universalist faith, offers a profound and liberating answer: forgiveness. For many, forgiveness can feel like a weakness, capitulation, or an act of condoning the wrong that was done. But cutting-edge neuroscience reveals that forgiveness is not primarily about the other person. It is first and foremost an act of self-care. Forgiveness is a gift we give ourselves. The science is clear. Just as revenge activates the pain and addiction circuits, forgiveness actually deactivates those circuits. I'll say it again. Just as revenge activates the pain and addiction circuits, forgiveness actually deactivates them. When we genuinely engage in the process of forgiveness, it can release us from a psychological grip of grievance. It's a way to heal that wound, to restore balance to the internal landscape, to break free from the compulsive craving for retribution. Forgiveness literally changes our brain chemistry for the better. This scientific validation for forgiveness resonates deeply within the wisdom traditions that have guided humanities for millennia. Think of the teachings of Yeshua ben Yosef, some know him as Jesus, who urged us to turn the other cheek. Prophet Muhammad stressed forgiveness and let them pardon and overlook. Would you not like that Allah shall forgive you? Buddha, who taught that holding on to anger and resentment only harms oneself, when he said, hatred does not cease by hatred, but only by love. This is the one eternal rule. And finally, Moses, who said, you shall not take revenge or bear a grudge against the sons of your own people, but you shall love your neighbor as yourself. For centuries, these spiritual leaders understood and taught what neuroscience is now confirming: that releasing the burden of resentment and the desire for revenge is essentially true liberation and peace. Our UU faith, drawing from these diverse sources, has always recognized the transformative power of compassion and the inherent worth and dignity of every person, and that includes ourselves. Forgiveness in this context is not about forgetting the harm or pretending it didn't happen. It's not about letting the wrongdoer off the hook for their actions. The fantastic news here is that and this is really fantastic news, is you can simply think about forgiving somebody when you're in pain, and it will be as effective as doing it in person. There's no need to do this in person. You'll actually feel the pain go away, which leaves you feeling much better. It's all you need to do to get on the road to healing yourself and avoiding doing something horrible like our author who almost committed a violent crime. Forgiveness is a way to honor the very human desire for accountability while simultaneously choosing a path that leads to healing for you and the perpetrator and those around you, rather than be part of an endless chain of destruction. As UUs, we're called to live with integrity, to seek justice, and to foster a world of peace. This understanding of revenge as an addiction and forgiveness as the antidote offers us a powerful tool in that quest. It also challenges us to look outward. How can we as a community contribute to breaking the cycles of revenge in our wider society, the things outside these doors? How can we advocate for restorative justice practices that prioritize healing and accountability over punitive retribution? How can we model forgiveness? And not as a weakness, but as a profound act of strength and self-preservation. The journey of forgiveness can be challenging. Like overcoming any addiction, it requires courage, vulnerability, and a deep commitment to our own well-being. But the science, now aligned with ancient wisdom, tells us that it's a path worth taking. It is a path that leads us not to weakness, but to true liberation. It's a path that allows us to reclaim our power and heal our wounds. It's a path that is not weakness, but liberation. It is something we can do to help make the world more compassionate and more peaceful, one heart at a time. May we find the courage to embark on this journey, all of us, to understand the science of our own hearts and to choose the transformative power of forgiveness of both of our tormentors and ourselves for our mistakes. I'm going to leave you with these simple words by Lewis B. Smedes. To forgive is to set a prisoner free, and then to discover that prisoner was you. Let it be.
Would you rise in body or spirit with me? We're going to sing. Number 293, O Star of Truth.
morning. It is now time for the invitations to engagement. And I first want to say thank you for your homily today. It reminded me of some wise words that were shared with me once upon a time, which was, you give power to what you give focus. And that was powerful for me because as you put words to it, that was me learning to forgive bullies basically in my life. So thank you. My name is Jennifer Trantham. I serve on the Board of Trustees. My pronouns are she, her, and I'm a middle-aged white female of average height. I'm a proud mother to 2 grown sons and a grandmother to 4 grandchildren. And I have brown hair graced with natural gray highlights. If you look closely, they are there, and I've earned every single one of them. And today I'm wearing a white blouse with a lace top and some black capri pants that are lightly peppered with probably white cat hair, if you look closely. Anyway, TMI. I would like at this time to invite you to engage in the church with some of these activities. Starting September 22nd, the Round Table returns on the 2nd and 4th Mondays at 6:30 p.m. in the library or via Zoom. On September 5th, from 5 to 7, the Tomball Gallery opens its fall season with a solo show by Las Cruces artist Mary Beagle. On September 13th, from 10 to noon, there will be a campus cleanup to help prepare for our upcoming celebration of 70 years of fellowship. And speaking of celebration, come join us for the anniversary celebration on September 20th from 4:30 to 7. There will be food, music, fun, and a look at our past, present, and future. From September 21st through October 12th, on Sundays from 11:30 to 1:30 p.m., Reverend Nancy Anderson is facilitating a new UU class. This class is for newcomers, but it is open to all. Today, after church, if you have not yet gotten your picture taken for the directory, Rich will be in the gallery to take a photo. And as mentioned before, the offertory this quarter's Change for Change is supporting KTAL 101.5 FM Las Cruces Community Radio. And lastly, join us next week for the annual In-Gathering service. For more information or who to contact for any of these events, please refer to the back of your order of service or to the weekly email you receive, Week at a Glance. Thank you.
Please join me in saying the words to extinguish the flame. The words are on the screen. Did I skip something? You want to do the benediction first? Okay. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again.